For crime matter for Edo Police Command parade Vigilante Member order Tifitifi Jankorikoko and Jibiti Pipo for Benin. Edo State Police Command don't parade suspects when involved for different crimes like armed robbery, cultism, illegal possession of firearms. Some of the items when police parade with these suspects na double barrel, pump action, some bullets, handcuff when BC police gets, ID card, Indian hem when people know as Igbo, walkie-talkie, and charms. Talk person for Edo State Police Command, SP Chidi Wambuzo, can give breakdown of one robbery matter where shele for Auchi.
Edo State Police Command has made notable achievements within this period of 1 week, and we'll be showcasing the achievements. One of the achievements so far is the case of armed robbery, arrest of suspect, recovery of vehicle and other items. On the 7th of December 2022, at about 11:50 hours, operatives of Command Intelligence and Rapid Response Squad, while acting on credible intelligence, that at about 03:00 hours, that is early hours of 7th December 2022, 5 armed robbers stormed the residence of one Mr. Agboifo Jackson at Campus Road, South Ibe, Auchi, shot him on his right hand and robbed him of his valuables, such as black color Lexus RX 350 Jeep with reg number EKY 848GU. 2. One iPhone 11 Pro Max. 3. One iPhone X5. 4. One iPhone 7. 5. One Techno phone. 6. One iPhone 7 Plus. 7. One personal HP laptop. And finally, one magic box. Items valued at 9,770,000 naira. Immediately, the vehicle was located at College Road, Adowawa, Benin City, Edo State, and 3 suspects were arrested, namely Hakim Ahmed, age 22 years, Kelvin Efe, age 27 years, and Ike Chuku Obuchi, age 34 years. Suspect made statement and confessed to this crime. Items recovered are one black Lexus Jeep RX 350 with registration number EKY 848GU, one ash-colored HP laptop, one Techno phone, and one iPhone 7.
SP Wambuzo constitute point for criminal matter when police shine their torchlight inside.
On the 7th of December 2022, operatives of Command Surveillance Unit, while acting on credible intelligence that some hoodlums were sighted holding a clandestine meeting with prohibited firearms in their possession. Immediately, the operatives swung into action and arrested the following suspects. One Dennis Ezemo, age 28 years, and one Emmanuel Ovie, age 42 years. On the 8th, one Sunday Buzuyi, age 34 years old, who was confessed as the gang's ring leader by the aforementioned suspect, was arrested. The following items recovered from the suspects. 1. 2 Joffre automatic pump action gun. 2 English made double barrel guns. 1 live cartridge. Weed suspected to be Indian hemp. 2 walkie-talkies. Suspected counterfeit of 1,000 naira notes. domination to the total sum of 133,000 naira. Finally, 2 uniforms tagged Police Special Anti-Cultism of Edo State. These are the incriminating items that were arrested from these suspected armed robbers, suspected kidnappers, who were found in one of the hotels in Benin as they assemble in a room, a particular room in that hotel. But because of good Nigerians whose eyes were on them, the police got the credible information. They've actually assisted the police in giving a brief history of themselves. A particular one claimed to be a member of Edo State Security Network. The command has written since the inception of this investigation, commitment of this investigation to that security outfit. We are yet to receive any comment nor reply from there. But the question remains, if they were members of Edo State Security Network, what were they doing with counterfeit Nigerian notes? What were they doing with firearms? What were they doing with all these incriminating items mentioned so far? They are yet to answer the police. So investigation is ongoing, and at the end of the investigation, suspects will be processed to court.
One of the victims of the armed robbery matter, Konyan, what happened to Ram?
On the 7th of December, at exactly 3 a.m., I was in my house sleeping with my family, my wife and my little boy, when the armed robbers came to my house. It was a shocking thing to me because I've never experienced that kind of a thing before. I was just there, and then it was my wife who actually noticed a sound, and then she went through the window to see what was happening there. So at first she saw a torchlight, and she wasn't sure if it was people trying to invade into my property, or my privacy rather. So she was there for some time trying to observe what was happening until then she was convinced that it was set up a group of people coming in, and then she was scared, and then she started shouting, "Thief, thief, thief," and that was when I actually woke up. And then I went to her trying to see what was happening out there. And the moment I was just getting close to the window to open the curtain, and a gunshot just came in from outside, fired at us, myself and my wife, and that was when I became more scared, and I was shouting. Then I quickly rushed down to see if I can pick up my phone, because at this time, from the gunshot, I don't know how it happened anyway, because they actually shot directly to us, because the moment they heard the voice coming from the window, they were convinced that someone was there, so they wanted to just kill the person. That was how the gunshot came through that window. So I don't know how God did it, and we managed to escape the bullet, but some wounds still came in. We sustained some injury, me and myself and my wife. And then at this point I was bleeding, and then I tried to pick up my phone so I could reach out to the vigilante or the police as soon as I can. Then the next thing I could see was these people came through the back, through the door side, the entrance door, started hitting at the door, and it didn't even take them time. Only God knows what they came in to hit that door with. It didn't even take them time, and they just gained access to the house like that. I was so fortunate to pick up my phone to call the vigilante or the police, and then they came in and then started. They asked us to come outside, lay down, started asking for my valuables, my phones, my ATM, my wife's ATM pin, password to the phones, my personal laptop, asking how much I have in my account, if I have jewelries and all that. My wife, they were just doing all sorts of things so they could get. And the only thing I could say at this point in time, when I saw that they have already given a shot through the window and then they have gained access to my house, was, please, spare my life and that of my family. You can take anything you want to take. And they actually did. So they were able to take all the valuables in my house, my phones, my music box, my laptop, and my car. They took my car as well. and they asked me not to shout. So I had to plead with my wife. You know how women behave. So I said, please, stop shouting. Let them take whatever they want, provided they don't take any soul. So that was how they did all of that, and then they left. So when they were about leaving, they came back and asked for the document of my car. That was when I was really sure that they actually wanted to take away that car. At first, when they asked for the car key, I thought maybe they were just going to use it to escape and then somehow drop it. But when they came back for the document, I was convinced that these people really came for business. And then they made another comment again that if I try to track any of these personal belongings, that they will come back and kill myself and my family. So I was scared. So I have to do everything possible to stay calm while they were around, and as at the time they left, because at that point I was injured myself, my wife was injured, so I have to make everything possible to reach out to a few friends at that point in time, which was around 4 a.m. because they actually stayed for like 40 to 45 minutes during this robbery. I would say a very big thank you to the Nigerian police force for a work well done, because truly I wasn't expecting it to be like this. When they came, I just gave it up, but I never knew that it would be possible for them to recover my car and my personal belongings as fast as this. So the moment I got that call, although I actually reported it, and when this incident happened, I have to report at the Auchi police station, and then it was also in the process of, let me just put it that way, so they were just doing their thing, and then I got the call later on that my car was recovered and other properties.
One of the suspects, when claimed say he a member of Edo State Vigilante, talk say,
for what they are alleged us about, we are innocent. And we have been working with the police so many years. Even personally, I volunteered two of my vehicle to police to use it to anytime they are going to outside state. That money is for suspect, it's not for me. I wanted to come and drop it. I wanted to apprehend the suspect. He escaped. He threw away the rubber bag. It was rubber bag. He threw away the rubber bag, and I picked it. So as we tried to apprehend, we could not apprehend him. It was night. It was late already. I said, okay, the next morning, I will bring the money down to State to our department to drop it there. That was my plan. So that's the same morning. I just arrived, before I arrived office that morning, they came to my place, to our place there, arrest all my boys, and took away our arms and brought to State CID. So I came, I meet with the OC, I explained to him, he said, okay, no problem. But fortunately, when I come back to come and meet him again, he said they should detain me. So I was very surprised. I said, okay, if people are alleging us that we are not a genuine vigilante, you ask, you are a policeman.
Another of the suspects, when police hand reach, sake of illegal possession of firearms and cultism, constantly chook mouth with TMC TV Tori people.
On the 2nd of December, I was invited to a burial ceremony where they pick Mr. Charles' mother's late deceased from the mortuary, but I did not attend the mortuary. I later go in the evening to the burial ceremony. So when I got there, Mr. Charles, aka DMS, tell me that when they want to put a mother in the grave, that I should use this gun to shoot one for his mother. He now hand over the gun to me. So after I shoot the gun, one Mr. Ase also shoot the gun. Then the gun will hand over back to him, Mr. DMS. So the gun was recovered today in Mr. DMS family's house. Yes, they recovered the gun today. The DMS now, police has not caught him. Yes, I'm a member of a cult group. Yeah. I've been in the game for year 2012. He's one Mr. Samuel, but he's no longer in the town. He has traveled out of the country.
How many people you don't kill?
I have not killed.
This gun.
I am not the owner of the gun, and I have not killed anybody.
Another of the suspects, Konya and Haiti, they collect people money from their SIM card.
So when I got the SIM, I will register it through OPay or Paga. If I put it inside if I insert the account number now, I will get OTP through the SIM. So through there I can create my own PIN, and through there I can withdraw money. That's how I do it.
How long have you been doing this?
Let me say it's about 3 years, 3 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years. I can't say, but I'll be going maybe some kind of daily limit is 50,000 or 100,000. The limit.
Another one talks in as a matter, carry am enter police wahala.
I went to White House. That's prison in Benin prison. I went to prison because of Azamata. Because of the sending, I pay Saza. They put 3,000 euro, and I did see the money all the time. And that's just what get me to prison. I can't, for real, I can't. Yes. And my profession is weather. That's what I do for a living.
Omo Aluke Ajakaye, TMC TV News. Make una remember, say your PVC na be your power. Don't say like giving a politician on election day.